The all-new Hyundai i30 is finally here, and we've come to a very chilly South Korea to see whether this all-new hatchback from Hyundai has the goods to shake up the small car segment. Now, before we go anywhere, let's have a look at the outside of this car. The chassis is 22% stiffer than its predecessor, and that's thanks to the use of high tensile strength steels during the production process. It also has a best-in-class 0.26 coefficient of drag. Now, what is coefficient of drag? Well, it's basically the amount of resistance a car's body provides to air as it flows over it. And because of all these smooth lines that flow all the way down the side, they're able to reduce the amount of resistance the car has cutting through the air. And that goes all the way through to the back, where you have these signature LED tail lights that help this stand out at night time. But arguably, it's the interior that's the most impressive part of this car. What you're looking at right there is one of the biggest cargo capacities in this segment, 395 litres. And what's even better is that you can fold the second row in a 60-40 split fold configuration to increase that space to 1,301 litres. That is an incredibly versatile space. There's even a handy 12-volt power socket in there as well. How's this? I've got stacks of tow room and knee room as well. I am a bit compromised on headroom though, and that's thanks to that massive glass panoramic roof. We get rear air vents, which is helpful for those hot summer days. Plus, there's also an armrest with 2 cup holders and auto up and down on all 4 windows. This interior is a massive step forward for Hyundai. It's very premium, it's got soft touch materials, but best of all is an 8-inch infotainment screen that really gives it a premium feel. The floating screen sits at the top of the dashboard, features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the most impressive part is actually the navigation, which is crystal clear and arguably the best in its segment. In terms of creature comforts, there's things like dual zone climate control and even heated and cooled seats. The i30 Ranger launches in Australia with 3 great engines. The entry level is a 2-litre naturally aspirated petrol 4-cylinder, then it steps up to a 1.6-litre diesel, and things are rounded off with this cracking 1.6-litre turbocharged petrol. There'll be 3 gearboxes available, a 6-speed manual transmission, a 6-speed automatic with torque converter, and a 7-speed dual clutch. The i30 now comes with drive modes, and that allows you to pick whether you want to drive in eco, normal or sport mode. Sport mode sharpens up the throttle, drops back a gear and gives you a sporty feel behind the wheel. The thing that impresses us the most with this top spec SR model though is the performance. A bit of kick and it just pins you back in the seat. It really is an impressive setup. Rear suspension across the range comes in the form of a torsion beam, but it's this sporty SR model that will get a unique independent rear suspension setup. The diesel rides beautifully, and the SR steps it up a notch with a slightly firmer ride, but a very sporty feel behind the wheel. Unique to the i30 for Australia is an Australian suspension tune, which means this car should ride and handle a lot better on Australia's unique road conditions. When it lands in Australia, the i30 range will launch with 13 colours and 3 interior colour combinations, which means you can really deck this car out and make it feel quite unique. The all-new Hyundai i30 goes on sale in Australia April this year, and we expect it to be jam-packed with kit with a starting price of a little over $20,000 before on-road costs. Head to CarAdvice.com to see the full review and let us know in the comments below whether you want to see the i30 go up against any of its competitors.